this one. This is almost impossible to choose. I think it's really going to come down to the minor mistakes to see who pulls ahead. These guys are not really known for making their big mistakes. So we're going to see, you know, if anyone's going for Forest of Illusion wings or who gets Yoshi clipped first and little things like that.
Well, let's see how this first stage goes here. We're off in Yoshi's Island 2, very first stage that is pretty much in any run except for the possible 96 star where you might see Yoshi's Island 1, which you never see in this run because it's in the other direction. So Yoshi's Island 2, how are we all doing here? I think we have a couple who have already taken a slight lead. May just be based on the timer on the restream delay. They might have gotten out first because of that. We are going to sync those up shortly here.
Right. They should be roughly neck and neck, except for Mistaken, who took a 359 in that level, possibly running off a platform, losing P speed.
And the others had a 360, it looks like.
We still have only seen Stiv getting the 361 on the restream. He got that both races he was involved in.
Yeah, he's very good at that Yoshi's Island 2 stage. So let's see how the runners do on this stage right now. We are still syncing things up here. I think we're pretty much synced now, so they should be about even at this point in terms of where they started. And both Calco and Silverstar are literally in sync, going up and jumping in time with each other. Silverstar got to take just a split, just a hair ahead of Calco there. Both taking 259. Everyone had 259.
Yep, all across the board. It's good to not see 258s on screen. It's very hard to kind of avoid sometimes. So we're looking for shell jumps here. I want to see who's going for it. Calco getting the shell jump. Ben doing great. So those are our first shell jumps of the day. Calco, as you see, getting the 276 in-game timer, while everyone else has a 275.
So a slight gain there on that. And Silverstar and Calco entering the stage, Iggy's House stage, literally in sync. Ben not very far behind. Mystican slightly behind, but not too bad.
Okay, no one went for any crazy underball or anything, right? Everyone's playing it safe so far. Getting good 281 doors. A 280 for Mistaken. So once again, we see so many runners so close that hopefully DP1 can kind of spread them out a bit, and we can get a current standings.
Oh, very good Iggy fights. Oh my goodness, that was
all
disgusting.
Around.
That was disgustingly good. Disgustingly good. Holy cow.
241s. From everyone except Mistaken with a 240. Great all around as they enter DP1 to grab a cape and start flying through the level.
All four on the celebration screen for that level right now. Very, very nicely done.
All right, so this level, once again, heavily relies on your flight speed. Your flight speed oscillates from 5 values from 47 to 51. And Calco, of course, does not need the cape. He has taken this capeless. He is very well known for his capeless strats, and I'm sure we'll see lots of cool tricks from him during this run.
And yep, looks like Silverstar got to the keyhole ahead of Calco there, so slightly better execution by Silverstar. Calco about a second behind or 2 seconds behind entering the water level. One of these slower levels of the game because, you know, water, you can't really go fast.
Yep, you can gain at least 1 second in-game on DP1 using flight speed over Yoshi. Calco getting that good 360 though, tied up with Ben.
So all runners are going to get that shell and take it down the pipe so they can then get their swim speed.
Except Calco, who does not have that feather to get up there. He's going to be grabbing the block here and switching that out for a P-switch, which actually is not that much of a time loss.
Not much.
And you don't have to do dry room. You don't mess with that Koopa. It's 10 times safer. And he's staying right up on top of Ben, too. Mistaken just behind Calco. I'll be interested to see how Calco tackles these next few levels with no cape. This ghost house in particular is a very cool strat. I'm sure you'll see him do room 2.
This is going to be a bit of a time loss, though, with no cape to be able to fly up there, as Silver Star's already out, and obviously, ooh, very nice bounce off the ghost to get up there as quickly as he could.
Yeah, that was a little slower than normal for that ghost bounce for him, but he still finishes the course just fine.
Only 3 seconds behind.
Still just barely ahead of Mistaken. And Silver Star just solidifying his first place. We'll see how things change up until Morton's Castle. Calco just doing that impressive no cape. This is one of the first we're seeing a no cape in this level.
Oh my, this is so scary.
Yeah, I believe Seathorn was doing some of this yesterday, and it is just some of the most terrifying strats. One wrong move, there's no ground to catch you.
But he does it no problem. Makes it look easy, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow.
A 262. That is an incredible end-level timer. I'm telling you, Calco is an absolute machine at this game. I love the fact that he's staying capeless right now. I want to see what he's going to do in Morton's Castle. I assume he has to get a cape in this level.
He may stop at the block to do that, because there's a block that you can do that with, so he may do that here. And we'll see what he decides to do when he gets to that point. But I would imagine very soon he's going to have to get that cape. He's going to need it for I would say, for Vanilla Dome 1. Oh, he skips the block. Oh.
He is out. He is out.
No cape for me,
doesn't
he
need that
says.
cape.
Oh, my.
I'm so excited to see Morton's Castle. Silver Star and Ben entering Morton's Castle, getting that fly up into the room.
Oh, I thought he was going to go for the cape for sure to do Morton's Castle cape.
Oh, me too.
Want to. So we're going to see part of Morton's Castle we normally don't get to see, the thwomp blocks. And through them quickly.
Silver Star getting good Morton fly through the castle. Ben does not have a spring in his hands, so he's going to lose some time.
Calco is going to lose a lot of time on this section. A
That
lot
he
of
will.
time.
He will make up for time in swag points for sure, taking all of this no cape so far. And he
does take the spring, though.
He has slid into 4th. Mistaken did have the cape to get through Morton's Castle easier. Calco's hoping to make up some time in later levels.
And the quick kill with Fire Flower. And Mario Kung Fu's the castle.
Yeah, that can't be up to OSHA regulations. Fell down so easily.
Yeah, there's no way that's a really well-built castle. I mean, a well-built castle, you can't just smack it in the side and it falls down. That's not even safe to be around that. I don't know how you can still be alive after that.
Yep, that's true. I've tried it many times. You cannot do it. Silver Star making that flight all the way up to the key just fine. Let's see how Ben and Mistaken take this. Ben getting up there, and Mistaken doing just fine. We've had no major issues so far as they rock their way through Vanilla Dome. Calco having that Yoshi, messing with the blue shell. He's going to fly up there.
So just some interesting information I'm reading in the chat here. This is Calco's first race in this tournament. Now, I don't know how many... I'm assuming he's going to be racing probably in at least 2 of the other 3 qualifiers today. I'm curious if he's going to race in all 4, if he's just having fun with this one, trying to do some no-cape strats to see how well he does on that.
It's possible. There's plenty of times in tournaments where he chooses no cape. It wouldn't benefit him too much in this, but no cape, no Star World is his jam. So I'm sure he feels plenty comfortable taking this no cape.
He does.
Which I think will be great. We'll get to see any little mistakes these other three make and how Calco will be able to just stay with them. And it will be the only time that we get to see the ground of what's above Vanilla Dome.
Yeah, we're actually going to see the ground in these stages today. We don't usually get to see it.
He will be the only one not taking flyover levels for their name's sake. He's just going to bash these Koopas. He stays in the air with the Yoshi without even a cape. Absolutely unreal.
The madman.
Ben, Silver, and Mistaken, once again, just staying right with each other.
Lukaku is still a little bit behind because obviously with no cape, it made Morton's Castle 2 a lot slower. But still keeping very good pace, just about, I'd say about 20 seconds behind at this point, maybe 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, an amazing run. And he's got a hungry Yoshi with him.
Better than a hungry hippo, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, those are very dangerous.
Yeah, very.
Looks like he's not going to let Yoshi eat any of his food today, as he just runs through all those dolphins.
Ooh, he's not taking the dolphin ride either. He's this is another case where he slows down a little bit because there's no cape to fly over that. Or float over that rather, in speed.
Yep, he's able to just keep splashing through the water ahead of the dolphin. He doesn't need to ride them. He's in the air, making his way into the fortress to meet everyone else. Let's see how Reznor treats the guys.
I'm assuming Kako has a tremendous Reznor fight to be playing it capeless.
Oh, absolutely. I would suspect that to be the case.
If it's anything like Silver Star, it should be really good. That was a really good Reznor fight by Silver Star as well. Just normal day at the office for him.
Yep, absolutely. And Ben and Mistaken, taking it just as easy, getting out of there. I see this question in chat asking how much the difference is between the capeless and cape route. It's about a minute 30, with Daisui having the no Star World record at 32:52, and of course Calco having the record for no cape, no Star World at 34:27. Right behind him, of course, is Silver Star on that list. So even if Silver Star loses cape, he will not have any issue.
Yeah, Silver Star is just really well practiced at this game, and he has runs, I think, on pretty much all the leaderboards here, so he plays a lot of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. This entire group is just terrifying to race against, and it's evident by the fact that they're so close together, even after 13 minutes of race time. Doesn't look like anyone's grabbing shells for swag right now. They're trying to play it safe, it seems. Except for Mistaken, flying through that level. Very sketchy if you happen to clip a corner somewhere.
So this is the long Resident Sleeper auto-scroller of the run. As we have still Silver Star with a slight lead there, about 15-20 second lead, I would say at this point, give or take.
Yeah, we've got a pipe at 14:24 RTA for Silver Star, so we can try to figure out how far behind Calco is.
Okay, I was a little off, 10 seconds.
That's not bad at all.
And that's incredible. That's over Mistaken. I think Ben was actually a little bit quicker on that, actually.
Just slightly, yeah. They're all staying pretty close, though. This will come down to Yoshi clips, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm very sure it will.
All right, and Calco is about 34 seconds behind Silver Star currently. All right, they're making the way in here. Hopefully we'll see some more differences in their Room 2 strats between Fire and Flower. Especially with them this close, I love seeing those strats side by side.
And at least Kako doesn't have to decide which one he's going to use. He's obviously going to use the Fire.
Yep, I'm sure someone will tell him one of these days that the cape exists in the game. But until then, he's just going to keep doing his thing.
Cape? What's a cape?
Mistaken losing his cape trying to do a damage cancel through one of those spiky balls. He has lost his cape, sticking with Fire Flower. Not the worst place to lose cape, to be honest. Next place you can pick that up is Forest of Illusion, 1 in the multi-box. But he just needs Flower to get through Ludwig.
And Silver Star finishes his Ludwig fight. And running about a 16-15 around the finish of that fight. So, not bad.
All right, Mistaken going ahead and going to the side in Ludwig's room 3 to grab a cape there. So he doesn't want to mess with the Forest of Illusion cape. Silver Star just already out. Ben already out. And Mistaken now out. Calco is catching up to Mistaken very quickly, though.
Another case of a castle whose construction I question when it can take off and fly like a rocket.
Yeah, they were low bid contracts for sure.
Yeah. I always thought it was cute that the mountain bandages itself, too.
They don't have good buildings, but they've got great healthcare in Dinosaur Land.
No question. No question.
All right, I want to see if we see any wings from Silver Star. He was practicing this on the practice cart before this race. I want to see if he does a setup to attempt wings. He's got the shell in his mouth. Nope. He's going to go ahead and throw it.
And he grabs another one. Nice.
Oh, nice little no-scope there from Silver. Doesn't look like anyone else is going to try to attempt wings. And Calco slowly catching up on these levels where Cape's not going to make too much of a difference. The flyover levels are done, and now it's time to be technical.
Time for the skip.
Yep, we're looking for a good Yoshi clip here. Silver Star first try.
Very nice. Very nice.
Ben is also very good at this Yoshi clip, so I assume we're gonna see a good one here.
Yeah, get in the walls. Ditch the dinosaur.
So as Yoshi fell on the ground, which can make later clips, I guess not necessarily harder, but now you don't know your sub-pixel. Doesn't matter for Ben because he gets through on his second attempt. Mistaken, got a good first.
And Kako's going to do his clip. Oh, all four of them, with the exception of that 1-2 cycle. Everyone gets in there on the first try.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, great clips.
Great clips. It's not going to change much except for... No, it's not going to change the standings at all, actually. Everyone did well. I was waiting on that being the great decider. Maybe we'll see a death in Roy's castle?
It's going to be Roy's castle that has a say in this one, I think. Maybe those crushers in Wendy's castle or the fort.
All right, everyone's looking so good right now. These runs are just phenomenal. All right, we see Silver Star making his way into Roy's castle. This flight is terrifying. You need to cape pump about 5 times against the ceiling and dive bomb right before Potobos hit you, and then come right back up to make it into a hallway.
Oh,
Silver
he takes a
Star
death.
did not get his dive as well as he wished he could have, I'm sure. Hitting that Podobo and falling into the lava. He's got to go back for a cape.
This gives the other runners a chance to catch up, as Ben and Mistaken are just entering Roy right now. Silver Star has to go back for another cape. This is going to give them their chance they need in this race.
Oh, goodness. Did we miss a wall jump from someone? How do you not even notice that? It's too busy watching everyone go through their Roy here. Ben is already in it after taking the lead. Mistaken right behind him. Oh man, Silver Star wasn't even going for the dive bomb in his first attempt, I assume now. He just threaded the needle between those Podobos.
And he gets a free P-switch hit.
Yeah, some spooky strats. Calco right behind him. Taking a damage boost, grabbing another flower, running on the spikes. Oh my goodness, jumping at the last minute to avoid further damage. All right, Calco is out of there. Staying right behind the other guys. It would not be a shock if Calco made his way to the front of the pack by the end. Don't discount anyone because they do not use cape. There's always a chance for something to happen.
There's always some interesting strats they do too.
Because right now, like, what a phenomenal run.
Indeed.
All right, Silver Star going in for Pipe Fly. The other guys are going into the spookiest of ghost houses, trying to avoid that fishing Eerie.
So I have audio on Ben now, as Ben is slightly in the lead here as he is going through that spooky ghost house with a spooky flying ghost with a spooky damaging fire. Fire of purification, they should call it.
That sounds extra spooky to me.
It does.
Calco tearing that level up with no cape. It's one of those levels that I forget has a ground beneath it. Getting the good damage cancels through the booze. Getting out of there. Ben still holding on to his lead. He will be going into Chocolate Island 2. Don't think we're going to see any safety Yoshis in this race like we did the others. People are most going to go without him.
And we're running once again to beat the clock to the pipe, which for these runners should not be a problem. Even casually, it's not that hard to do. As he gets to the pipe at a 276. And Mistaken is not far behind. Gonna probably get a 276 himself here. Or 275.
275. He had a little weird bit of a cape dismount there. Silver Star not far behind. Calco doing small right now as he did that damage boost to get through the booze.
And a 277 for Silver Star on that pipe.
All right, we see them going through secret. 3 of the runners have their capes. And we'll see if anything happens in this room 3. They should be able to just fly over it without much issue.
Looks like some really bouncy music here.
Yep, right now it's just tap left. Fly yourself over the chucks, get in the pipe, and exit secret on your way to Wendy's Castle. This is where a lot of things went down last race.
Tap left to go fast.
Yep, that's all this game is. Hold right and tap left. Those are the two keys you need. All right, Ben is going for his attempt at Wendy's. Damage canceling through those saws and the crusher right here.
Maybe the first one, going to try and do one cycle on the crushers here. Gets through. Very nice. And now the nerve-wracking part. But already through it very quickly.
Yep, very good. That very last crusher can give people a lot of grief. He's making his way through the second room.
Now, will Ben bonk? Here is the question. I think he's doing a very good cycle right now. He's no problem at all. My gosh, that was good.
Yep, he did good. Did a little slow losing his flight speed on the M blocks. Mistaken keeping his flying through that room too just fine. Ben is having a great Wendy so far.
3 for 3. The Mistaken, I think, is just perfect as well. Actually, no, I might have missed the first one now that I'm looking at it. Ooh,
Yep,
almost took damage from the fireballs.
Almost.
Oh, almost.
He's doing good. Ben is keeping his lead for now, though. Mistaken's going to have to hope that something comes by through a Monty Mole or from another crusher, potentially. Silver Star also almost taking damage on a fireball, like Mistaken.
He gains 4 seconds on Mistaken, though. Gains 4 seconds.
Oh, and that Calico room, too. Absolutely insane. That is the summer blockbuster of the year right there.
And doing it small on top of that. And 2 for 2 on Wendy. Is he going to get a favorable third appearance? Yes!
Very nice. Very nice.
And all 4 of our runners are going to be on the sunken ghost ship at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. We have a race.
Absolutely. So let's check out some despawns here. There's the 2 boo rings at the end of the level. There's various despawn strats for either or both. We saw all combinations of it last race. We'll see if Silver Star gets his double despawn again and see how Ben and Mistaken handle theirs.
I see Ben commenting in chat. I have a feeling he's going to get the despawns here. He just said 2 in a row. And referring to himself that way. So yeah, he got one despawn. He didn't get both.
He got one. Oh, and threading the needle.
Oh, there's what he's talking about. That's what he was talking about. He's got through both the ghosts both times on the boo circle. My goodness.
Oh, keeping his cape. That was great. No despawns for Mistaken. Calco entering room 2 as Silver Star's going for his despawn. He had a double last time and a single despawn this time. Taking the damage, grabbing his backup cape.
And now we get to collect in
Orb.
1 beautiful green orb. Ah.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of them in succession here, because here's another one.
2 beautiful green orbs. Ah. And here comes the third one. 3 beautiful green orbs. Ah.
And Calco right behind him, falling down, getting his orb too. He's staying small for now. Ben's taking the low route, hoping not to get messed over by these Monties. All right, great job.
Coins. He just has to land on it. And 4 beautiful green orbs. A la peanut butter sandwiches.
All right, Mistaken does not have his cape right now. Taking some damage in this level. Be going through. He doesn't know what's happening. Yeah, I was about to say he can't jump up there because he's going to hit some blocks. He should have hit those and ran right back around so that he could continue on. There's a lot of dead ends in this level that can mess you up. All right, and let's see if Ben is going to attempt any sort of sandbar clip. We have not seen a single one on the restream today. Oh, actually, I believe I'm wrong. Silver Star might have done it last race.
And probably will try and do it this race because he's a little behind. He does need to catch up, so I would not be surprised to see that.
He needs Sandbar, yeah,
Absolutely.
to take his lead. Mistaken doing just fine. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said anything. Every time I do, they lose a power-up. He's got his mushroom back. I wonder if he's going to go for this cape here. He is.
The curse is strong with this one.
I'm telling you, I don't need to comment on anyone doing good because they will just lose power-up immediately.
Such is the commentator's curse.
Mm-hmm. Ben will be the first one to grab the key, leaving this level.
Mistaken was doing this level very carefully. He does not want to get crushed in here, and Soulstar just took the lead over him.
Yep.
Second place.
Yep, Silver's definitely going to take that lead because Mistaken did not have his cape. He had to go back for a cape within the level, and Silver took that opportunity to get that sandbar clip and solidify that second place.
Nice slip into the pipe there when the block hadn't even gone all the way down yet. Very nice.
All right. Ben is making his way through the crushers with Silver Star. Silver Star was scaring the bejesus out of me last race with these strats, but oh, why do I talk?
You need to stop that. Come on.
Silver Star losing his cape to a crusher while Ben goes into the fight and gets out just fine.
Would you like to curse Ben now?
God, Ben's got to be on quite the run right now.
He's having a fantastic run so far. Right now, it is his race to lose.
It is, especially with Silver Star still right behind him. Coming out of that level, it will be going into Bowser's fight. Ben does have a cape still, though.
So a question just came up in chat. I want to give a quick answer. Yes, the other runners, all the runners are allowed to watch the restream. This is not a randomizer. That rule only applies to randomizers. So runners are allowed to watch any regular race.
Absolutely. These guys know the route. They probably know where each other are. All right, and Ben getting through that first phase just fine. Mistaken coming through the dark room to meet up with everyone else in Bowser, just like Calco.
And not very far behind. Even, like, this is, again, no cape strats, but he's doing very well keeping up with everyone here.
It is an incredible run so far. All right, and Ben going for a potential ball skip right here. He's going to want to hit Bowser when Bowser reaches the right side of the screen with that Mecha Koopa. That's going to ensure that Bowser only drops one of those balls instead of two. I believe that was a great one. He should be just fine.
And there's the second hit. So it's just up to one more round of Purifying Fire. And another couple hits on a giant lizard. And Ben should take this race.
Absolutely. He's just got 2 more hits to do. He's going to do a bounce skip here to help ensure that Bowser only bounces 5 times instead of 8. He gets it. So he's going to fly to the right and then pull to the left and get that final hit. So big GG for Ben.
Yep, get your GGs in chat for Ben, everyone, as he takes first place in this race with an actual official SRL time of 33 minutes and 55 seconds. And the runners are starting to come in here now. We have Stiverson just finishing in second place with a 34-11. And that means we should now have Silverstar about to finish his fight. There he is. There it is. And he finishes with an official time of 34 minutes and 24 seconds in third place. Mistaken looks like Mistaken, I keep doing that. Mistaken finishes his Bowser fight. And he comes in with a time of 34 minutes and 37 seconds. That leaves Calco on the restream. Where is Calco going to finish here?
Calco is on phase 3. He has not picked up a cape this whole time. I can't believe the run he's having.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Official SRL time, 34 minutes and 59 seconds for Calco 2. No cape, sub 35. Get those GGs in chat. Oh, my.
My goodness. And that RTA time of a 34.54 is so close to his PB and would still be considered a top 10 time on the leaderboards.
That was a very good race. Everyone within about... let me actually check Ben's time again to confirm this. It was within each other by a minute and 4 seconds, all four runners from 33.55 to 34.59. A minute and 4 seconds difference between all four runners. That is just sensational. That was a fantastic qualifier.
Yeah, they really kept that close.
And that was with another runner in the middle there too. Stiverson coming second with a 34.11. Also, who was not on the restream, but was already on this restream earlier today as well. He's must have gotten that clip on this run when we weren't featuring him. And he got his good time in for that run.
Yep, that was a fantastic time for Stiv. With that hassle that the Yoshi clip had been given him, that's good to see.
Yeah, that was a fantastic race. And we are going to have another one coming up in just a moment here. Going to find out whether Ben actually wants to join on commentary. If he does, I will step out. So we're going to confirm later on if he wants to do commentary. But that's a fantastic time, great time. And he did mention he doesn't like doing two in a row, so we probably will take a break and may go back on later. We'll see what he does. But Silver Star so far has played in 2 runs today. Stiverson has played all 3 of those runs so far today. I think Mistaken might have done one of the earlier runs. I have to go back and double check that.
He was in the second one for sure.
He was in the second race. Okay, and Calco, I think that was his first run. So gives you a little update on where these restream runners are in terms of their progression today. I'm not sure what their total runs are, however.
This would be Mistaken's second run currently. Silver Star has done tons of races, only missing a few of them this whole time. I don't think we have seen any from Calco except this these latest ones. And Ben, of course, he has done 2 of them yesterday. So lots of them have only done a few of these qualifier races, and they are pumping out runs like this.
Stiverson just said, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you imagine like the skill level everyone's going to be at when this tournament bracket finally gets started up? These runs are only going to get better.
Stiverson just announcing that's his last run for the day, so he is going to be getting out of the races, I think, at this point. Saying that he's glad that we didn't see him choke. I think that we didn't see his best run.
I was about to say, taking second place with runners like this, that's still a great run. I wish my choke times were like that. I would have a whole new PB.
Yeah, that'd be if I could choke like that, I'd be a top runner.
All right, and we're gonna get things set up for the 4th race the 3rd race.
4th race coming up.
Yeah, you're right. This was the 3rd.
There are still a number of runners in this. I'm just gonna check very quickly here to get information on that.
Yeah, let's check out what everyone's times are. We're gonna have 6 races today, and registration is still open. You can still sign up as long as you can make 3 qualifier races. That's going to be going on until December 6th.
So several runners have forfeit from the that last race. I won't name them all off here, but we still have Classic James running. We have DM Badler still running. We have Delcamex still running. So 3 runners are still going. We're probably going to let them finish before we start the next race because, again, they want to get in that next race as well. So chances are they're going to get to finish before the next race actually starts as well.
Absolutely. And just a reminder, we will also be back at a different time slot at 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific, to do 6 more races for qualifiers. It's going to be a great time, so definitely check that out as well.
So getting a confirmation from Clifford, who is doing the setup work for us today, one of our admins here at Speed Gaming, that the next race will be at 1:45. So 3:45 the next race will be beginning. So if you need to get some popcorn or if you need to use the facilities or anything like that, here's your chance to get it done.
Yep, and that is going to go ahead and do it for me today. I will be back at 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific. Do some overnight racing. We're going to get some other commentator in here in my place. I will see y'all next time.
Carrick, thank you so much for the commentary. That was absolutely amazing, man. I just really appreciate it.
And I was just going to say thank you, W. Carrick, for being with us. And I was just going to introduce Ben for the next race right now. Ben's joining us slightly early here for the next race. How are you doing today, Ben, after that last run you just had? Oh, he's going to be quiet on us. While we're waiting for the next race to start, I can note that Classic James did finish with a 40.36 in 6th place. Delcomex did finish with a 40.54 in 7th place. And that just leaves one runner to finish. Demon Battler, I believe, is still running. And he will finish in 8th place whenever he does finish his run.